And it looks like we are live. Here we are. Yes, indeed. This is a shout out Saturday live stream. I alternate between doing these recorded and live. Oh, hey, Kenny. Yeah. Today it's live. Although I am prepared, I just didn't record a video in advance. And that's okay too. Anyway, I'm just going to blather a little bit until we get a few more people here. I can show you some finished objects. This is a shawl that I just finished. This is my own pattern. I'm going to write it up and I'm going to send it out to testers as soon as I get some testers. And I'm also working on a different shawl pattern that's going to be more of a rectangular wrap. And that's at least the prototype I'm using or I'm creating will be done with this Lion Brand Mandala yarn in the colorway Unicorn, which is a lot of pink and gray and white. That's nice. So anyway, so Kenny, oh hey Coco. Oh, Coco, make me a sandwich too. I could sure use one, except do not put the eggs in the microwave like you were saying you would. That is just vile. No civilized person does that. Let's see, what else do we have? We have 4 people here now. Hooray! So, of course, while we're waiting for people to gather, we're just talking, small talk. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? All of that sort of thing. Okay. I'm serious. Bring me a sandwich. I'll make my own sandwich when we're done here. And I'll make it right. Let's see. We're just gathering together a little bit right now. We're just talking, just chatting. Hello, Sabrina. Okay, I'm really glad to see you. It's okay if you can't stay long, but it's very nice of you to come in and see me, even if it's just for a few minutes. I think everyone should know Sabrina because she has a wonderful channel. She did a wonderful tutorial based on one of my patterns, which you should look up. And whatever happened with that other pattern, Sabrina? Let's see, what else is going on? Just, still waiting for people. I imagine most people will probably catch this on the replay because it is early on a Saturday morning. So I might just go right into my primary content on Saturdays, which is really shouting out other people. And Sabrina, I think everybody should go see Sabrina, even though she's not on my list for today. I have called her out, shouted her out previously. Sabrina, if you want to do that tutorial, I would love it. We should talk offline about that. I think it would be wonderful. I found my own sample of that same pattern And so I'm thinking about doing another one, um, just to see how it turns out. Excuse me. Oh, it is early on a Saturday morning. So Sabrina, yes, let's talk offline about that. Okay, anyway, so now I'm going to go to my other screen where I have my shout outs up. Okay, so as usual, I have a lot of people I have found through Instagram, and all of the links will be in the description when this gets posted for replay. But I have Dave Peters, whose Instagram name is DTJ Dave. He does really, really good stuff. And I think everybody knows Gerardo Limon, who is known as Limon Crochets on YouTube, and on Instagram he is CPT Limon. Another one is Sam of the Instagram page Guys Knit 2. And then there's another one called Barry is a Knitter. And another one, Ben Hold. His Instagram is bholt31. Again, all of these links will be in the description. And then I always have non-yarny shoutouts. The first one is No Dogs Left Behind, which seeks to rescue dogs from the meat industry in Southeast Asia. And I mean, it's just incomprehensible to me. And, you know, sometimes it makes me cry to just think about it. Another one is Project Freedom Ride, which was begun by a young boy. He's still very young, actually. He started out just posting videos about local rescue pets who needed fosters and permanent homes. And then it has really branched out. They do a lot of transporting rescue pets from areas where there are far too many strays to other parts of the country where they might be more likely to be adopted. And then, of course, I cannot forget Rainbow Railroad, which seeks to provide refuge and, when possible, asylum to LGBTQ plus people, very often young people, who are in places in the world where they can be persecuted, prosecuted, executed for the mere suspicion of being LGBTQ. So Rainbow Railroad is definitely worth our attention, and that link will also be in the description. So now I am back. Oh, hi Daniel, hi Reggie, hi Angela. I'm glad to see everybody here. So I'm going to do the link now if anybody wants to come up. And usually the link is not that long. Let me try that again. I don't know, maybe they changed it. Anyway, the link is right there. Oh, Granny D, I'm so glad to see you. Anyway, so I've just shared my my shout outs for the day. This is only going to be, oh, Reggie, you did? I'm so glad that you loved it. Would you like to take a stab at my triangle Alicia shawl? I will send it to you if you want. I just posted it on Ravelry. Let's see. Oh, hey, Coco, you're back. So anyway, I did just post the link a second ago for anyone who wants to come up and join me. We're only here until just before 8, because at 8 o'clock we go over to see Affordably Geeky, which is a joint enterprise between Affordably Crafty, also known as Kim, and the Yarn Geek, also known as Ginger. So between them, they are known as Affordably Geeky, and they always, at least on Saturdays, they always broadcast from Kim's channel, Affordably Crafty. So at 8 o'clock, we'll go over there. Right now, it's about 7:10 here. So we've got time to chat and schmooze and stuff. So, you know, when a little more time passes and possibly more people come in, I will repeat my my shout outs. But also, I hope that people will watch the replay if possible. So everybody, it's at least on this side of the pond, it's still pretty early. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? I imagine for most of you it's coffee or tea. What's for breakfast? I had some yogurt a little bit earlier. I might sometime for an early lunch, I might make myself a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich because I always love to do that. But I probably don't really want any more food right now. Let's see. Okay, I'm glad you were here, Daniel. Have fun with your errands. I've actually got some Pepsi Zero in my, what do they call it? Yeah, Pepsi Zero, I guess. In my cup. Granny D. You are right, Sabrina. His yarn is amazing. I happen to have some right here. I think I show it in every live stream that I do. This is a skein of his. Oh, hi, Heather. This is a skein of Daniel's yarn that he allowed me to think that I was helping him choose the colors. It's got orange and purple and pink in it, and he called it Ginger Bear. He only made 10 hanks of it at the time, and it sold out. Actually, it sold out rather quickly. I could only afford to buy 2 because he charges realistic prices for hand-dyed yarns, plus there's the postage cost. But other people bought it up. So I hope he will repeat that color way, because I think it's beautiful. And I'm not going to do anything with it until after the Hat Not Hate contest is over, because I've got a few other things on my plate right now, including blue hats, as well as some shawls that I'm trying to do. So after that, excuse me. Oh, I am sorry. Excuse me. I will. After that, I will give it a good think and determine what I'm going to do with it. But in the meantime, let me show you what I finished yesterday. This is my circular Alicia shawl. And I'm going to write it up and try to find testers for this particular pattern. The other Alicia shawl patterns were a lot easier, so frankly I felt confident posting them without testers. This one needs testers. And then here's another one. This was a first attempt at a shawl using a fan stitch. I wasn't really happy with this particular colorway for this particular pattern. And as it turns out, this is the result of one cake of Lion Brand Mandala. I had another cake, but I didn't really want to spend it on this because I already knew that I was going to change the pattern and create another sample in a different colorway. So this, we're going to call this a scarf for now. And I might, I don't know, I might, on my live stream on Sunday, for those of you, I can't imagine anyone does not know because I am always blatant about self-promotion, but on Sunday I am doing a holiday live stream. It will be the 4th of July. And also it will be a celebration of my monetization. So I will have some finished objects that I will be using as giveaway prizes, which will include that scarf and a few other things that, you know, if you follow my Instagram, you will have seen before. Yes, exactly, Reggie. The mandalas do go a lot farther than you think. But actually, this is what was left over from that cake of mandala after that. I knew I didn't have enough for another row, and I also didn't have the inclination for another row. Oh, Heather, please email me and I will send you a copy of that circular shawl pattern when I get it written up. That would be lovely. Okay, so that's really all. I just started. I redid the stitch sequence for this shawl scarf thing. Still using a fan stitch, but adding a few other elements, including some texture. This is a swatch that I did, just a sample swatch. So we've got a fan stitch, and we've got some texture there with the front post double crochets. So I've just started a full-size sample of that, and I will have that written up soon as well. So let me just repost that link for anybody who wants to come up. because it's early and I'm a wee bit tired. Yerg. So, okay, Sabrina, I'm really glad you were here, and I understand time to make lunch for the kiddos. Kiddos need lunch, don't they? Although there comes a time when you can say, you know where the kitchen is. So, so anyway, as I was saying, on Sunday, I will be having a holiday live stream. I like to do marathon live streams on holidays. And simply because it happened earlier than I expected, it will also be a monetization party. I have said before that whenever I get any kind of proceeds from monetization, it will go toward the expenses. I am doing a men's yarn retreat in September. So I've already registered for that and paid for it. And I had feared that I might have to cancel because of the expenses of actually traveling there and back. But any proceeds from my YouTube monetization between now and then go directly toward those expenses and any other subsequent endeavors like that, because it can only make me a better content creator. That is my hope anyway. That is my intention. I mean, of course it's fun. It's really great to network and meet with other content creators and other Fiverr people. But I really want to be a better content creator too. So that is my intention. Heather, oh my gosh, I was not asking, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, oh my goodness, I was a little floored there. I wasn't asking just now. I plan to lay it on pretty thick on Sunday when I do the marathon, though. And yes, the monetization just happened this week. Hey, Bev, glad to see you. Yeah, that's what's going on. That is what's going on. Let me just take a quick look at the time. About 7:23. I'm going to post the link again if anybody wants to come up. Otherwise, I think at the half-hour mark, I'm probably going to call it a day, because I feel a severe need to get horizontal again. Oh, thank you so much, Bev. You're very kind. So yeah, so that's what I was saying. On Sunday, I will have that marathon live stream starting at 1 o'clock Eastern. And I'll just go through my normal weekly schedule with you. On Saturdays, I do these shout-out Saturdays. I will go through the list again before we're done. Sundays, I do Sunday readings of poetry. Mondays, I have my Monday Men, interviews with men in yarn, and I think you'll be excited by the interview that I have scheduled for this Sunday, because it's a high-profile guy in yarn. Tuesdays, I have Topic Tuesdays, which is a live stream where at least we start out talking about a topic. We don't always stay with it, but that's okay too. Wednesdays, I have a live stream, which I call a Wednesday free-for-all. There is no topic, there is no agenda. We just go where the spirit leads us. Thursdays, occasionally, I used to do something on something every Thursday, but nowadays I take Thursdays off. Fridays, there's a changing format on Fridays. I won't even call it a revolving format or a rotating format because that would suggest more structure than there is. It's just whatever really suits my fancy for the week. Putting on your relics. Let's see, that was Friday I just mentioned, and then here we are again at Saturday where I shout out other content creators. And let me just quickly go back there. I have a bunch of people. First, I'm sure everybody knows Limon Crochet's YouTube channel, and his Instagram is CPT Limon. There's also Dave Peters of DTJ Dave on Instagram, and Sam of Guys Knit 2 on Instagram, and a guy called Barry is a Knitter on Instagram, and Ben, whose Instagram is benholt31. And then there are some non-yarny shout-outs as well. All of them will be in the description. Oh, excuse me. I'm very sorry. I'm fading here. So we've been at it for a half an hour, and I regret that I must call it. Oh, there's Grandy. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
I'm outside, so.
You're out. Oh, cool.
Cool. Sunshine. Good morning.
Good morning. I was almost going to call it a day because I do feel the need to lie down again because I was up early.
I'll just pop on real quick and say howdy to you and everybody, and then you can get horizontal.
Well, no, since you're here, we can stay here and chat.
Okay.
Oh, hey Bailey, welcome in. I don't know that we've met before, although it wouldn't be the first time.
The chat, so.
Oh, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is that limitation.
As you call folks out, I'll just howdy too. I think I'd everybody that was in when I was putting on my relics, as my mama used to say.
Relics, yeah. So
they're not that old. That's just what she called clothing.
Actually, it looked like you had a wonderful trip to Tennessee last week.
Anytime I get together with my girls, there's laughs, there's giggles, there's belly laughs. We just get silly and have the best time wherever we are.
Well, that is the best time.
Yeah, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge have lots to offer in the way of entertainment, especially when we're using my brother's elusive spondulics. I remember that from an old W.C. Fields thing. Dad used to laugh at that one quite a bit, as our spondulics are quite elusive. But yeah, we did Dollywood for a whole day. We've never stayed there that long, and Well, probably since we were kids.
I've always wanted to visit Dollywood.
Hey, and since the
Um,
tickets are, well, now since I'm a senior, I get a $10 discount. So it was
but
only 70 for me and my brother, as it's 80 for the rest of the crew. Well,
that's a lot. But
if
I'm
you
sure it's
stay
that.
all day and take in as many shows as you can, and if there's not a huge crowd and you're a rider and can ride, my kids got lots of rides in. However, at the beginning, because it's almost the fourth, terrible time to go there. Terrible time to go to either one of the Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg right now. Don't do it. It's
When
crazy.
when I lived
Traffic and
in when I lived in Florida, I remember Disney World would offer um, discounts for Florida residents um, during months that were usually slow for them.
right. And my daughter she lives southwest Florida in Estero. It's between Fort Myers and Naples.
Hmm.
So a good 13-hour drive from where I am in North Carolina.
Hmm.
But we had a great time. We took in the Comedy Barn show. The kids laughed so much. Well, we all did, but I got the best joy out of watching my girls watching the show, at them laughing. So
That
that was,
sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, it was good, clean family fun.
So we have more people coming in and saying good morning. So that's
Good.
always lovely.
Howdy do, everybody.
Howdy do. Um, so yeah. Oh, I meant to tell you. I told you I was going to go up to Pfeiffer at some point for there's an event going on having to do with the. For those who don't know, Granny D and I went to the same college at the same time and didn't know each other, even though we had friends in common. And it was a very, very small college.
And still do have friends in common.
Still, yes,
And you
exactly.
just talked to Barbara not long ago, I think you said.
I think we chat frequently on Facebook. Yeah,
That's how you found out that she was one of the common friends, I think.
yeah, and Dion
Barbara and I were
also,
pretty tight. Yeah. Yeah,
and
Dion.
Dion, yeah, Dion.
He's he's lovely.
It's Dion used to live across the hall from me in the dorm.
I bet y'all had a time. I can only
Yeah,
imagine.
that was fun. Yeah. Did you know Jonathan Setzer?
The name sort of sounds familiar, but I'm not
Well,
bringing.
yeah, he was part of our circle. He was my roommate, my best friend at the time, and
Mhm.
so I will be going up there at some point in August. The exact date has not been announced yet, but it will
Let
be
me
in
know. I'd love
August.
to meet up with you someplace.
Of course, we must. We should arrange some
Pfeiffer's
sort of a
only
meetup
about
because
20 minutes away or so, 20, 25.
hmm yeah, we have to go to what was it called? Patent Mix.
I don't think it's fair anymore.
No, it's not a surprise. Is what was the
It was
name of that?
originally Patent Mix, then Patent J's, and now I think it's just gone. But I'll make sure of that. I'll find out.
But yeah, there's always some sort of a fish camp style restaurant
Hmm.
anywhere you go in that region.
And that's
Um,
the thing that's really dying out. There, we went to Huck Finn's in Pigeon Forge, and
hmm
that's the closest thing to a fish camp I've been to in quite a while. And to find that there in Pigeon Forge was a joy. We found it last year.
I think you were describing it, and my mouth was watering
It's
because
so
I
good.
remember that sort of thing. Down
Yeah.
here, not so much. I mean, you can get fancy seafood, and I do like fancy seafood, but there's a lot to be said for like a fried flounder platter with like hush puppies and
Yeah, and
coleslaw
they
and
always bring out the hush puppies first, and then we fill up on those at fish camps. Well, they did. Let's see. Yeah, they did the hush puppies at huck fins, but they also do or white beans. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And the slaw and
The
all that
slaw,
stuff.
of
So I can make
course.
a meal off of hush puppies and the beans and the slaw, and I'm good to go.
And the horrible thing about that is hush puppies, just like French fries, they don't travel well. They don't
No,
make good leftovers.
no, they don't.
So you have to eat them in the moment.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, what was it? Was it Kermit's right around the corner on 49, where we used to go like in the middle of the night for burgers because it was open 24 hours.
I was a day student, so I missed out on a lot of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Since I was so close, and I was big woman on campus as I was pregnant with Lindsay, my firstborn, my first semester there. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah.
I came back to Ma and Pa after my time of carousing for some years. You come home pregnant.
Bailey
And he
is saying,
decides, hey, what do you think of me going to college? I'd already done the couple of years. Actually, no, I didn't. I added a third year at Pfeiffer instead of going to 2 years. I added a third year because I had been the 2 years at Rowan Tech, taking early childhood. And then when I came out, you have an associate's degree and you can basically do what folks can do just coming off the streets. So a girlfriend and I said, well, let's have our credits transferred and go down to Pfeiffer because she lived close by there too. And in Rockwell. So yeah.
In Rockwell. Oh, I remember Rockwell.
She was married and had kids. So
I think we used to go to Rockwell to the ABC store.
Yep. It's there. It's still there.
Bailey thought hush puppies were shoes.
Well, they are.
They are. I love hush puppies shoes, but I also love hush puppies with food.
Right. It's just like fried. It's sort of like a little round fried cornbread, or as we call it, corn pone in my family.
There is a great divide about cornbread, and I have read extensively about this actually.
I know you're talking about, socioeconomic. There's a whole, you could write a paper on that.
I probably could, because I have found a lot of articles about it where like people from humble backgrounds like we had more of what would be probably called corn pone nowadays. And what other people call cornbread, I call corn muffins in a baking tin.
Yeah.
And I don't like it at all.
You got to have it in the cast iron skillet, right, David?
Whether it's like individual small cakes or a big cake in the whole cast iron skillet, or whether it's cooked on the...
Go ahead.
Well, it could be cooked on the stovetop or in the oven in the cast iron skillet. You have to preheat the cast iron skillet and the oil that's in it. Preferably bacon grease.
Good crusty bottom.
We like a crusty bottom.
Yes, we do.
I'm not going there. I am not going there.
Me either, but I'm thinking.
I already went there, actually, but.
But my dad's, one of his very favorite snacks was after we had made cornbread, and it's just sitting there cold, with foil or whatever covering it. And he would get a good glass of milk and he would crunch up that, or, just put into pieces that cornbread and just get a spoon and have a how time.
My mom
good eatings from back in his childhood days.
My mom used to make cornbread either as part of a meal or just for the purpose a few days before Thanksgiving so that it could go stale, and then she could crumble it up and use it for like the cornbread stuffing or dressing. It was always dressing, never stuffing.
Hmm.
because it was cooked in like
That's
a
what we had
dish.
too. And my
Yeah.
grandmother could make the most moist, wonderful dressing you have ever put
Mm-hmm.
in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin does a fair job of, you know, grandma's recipe
I've
when we
never
get
been
together.
able to do it right, the cornbread.
Nah.
I can make a reasonable cornbread stuffing with like the packs that you get of the
Yeah. Adding
uh
to and
yeah,
stuff like.
but
Sorry
the
about the sunshine. I can't get in a spot that's not sunny this morning, but I
oh,
wanted
it's
to be
okay.
outside.
That's okay. Yeah. But the cornbread itself, I've never been happy with what I've been able to create.
I remember
Um
when I was in 4-H, I was all of 9 and 10 years old, but that's when I learned to knit. We went to a yarn shop here in Faith. That was crazy. But then we had stuff like cornbread muffin bake off, and I won. I won.
oh, lovely.
Just
Lovely.
our little division. Then I went on to the next one and didn't, but I was excited that I had won. I'll never forget that day when Daddy picked me up. He could tell I won just about a big old grin on my face, my little blue ribbon.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, my mother was like the oldest of five on a tobacco farm in Columbus County
Mom
in
was
the
the oldest of
30s.
4 girls.
Yeah. So she grew up cooking for everybody because, the grown-ups were out working.
Yep.
Either working the
Grandma worked
farm
in
or
a
working
mill,
another job
and
somewhere
granddaddy,
else. Yeah.
her dad worked in a rock quarry here in
Hmm.
Faye first, and then they moved to somewhere in Georgia. Elberton? Is there in Elberton, Georgia? Something like that. I know
Hmm.
Mom used to work at one of the peach farms that one of the relatives either owned or I don't know. I guess they owned it, and she hated that. She said that she had to work there some of the summers and take care of the kids, like you said.
Yeah. So yeah, she was the oldest of five, and so yeah. And I grew up at her elbow, and I learned so much about cooking.
I
But I
remember you
still
saying
can't do
that.
cornbread right. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Coco's leaving us. Hi, who knows?
Coco's been up all night long. I bet it seems like she
Oh,
might
she
do that a lot.
has. She does. Yeah.
I woke up out of my recliner. Y'all know I do that. I try to sit there, I get comfy, put my feet up, do like one stitch or two, and then
Hmm.
and I'll wake up at 1 or 2. It's what I did last night. And of course, who was on but Coco and the
I
gang?
have been known to. I would be following a live stream, like lying in bed, following it on my phone in the dark, and fall asleep, and it would fall on my face, and I would like, if I was a moderator in that room, I would like accidentally time someone
Time
out or
everybody
something.
out.
But
Oh my! I've been in Zooms before and have fallen asleep, and that's embarrassing.
when I was in the
Folks
corporate
don't
world, I
seem to
would,
mind, but I
yeah,
did.
I
What
would fall
to do?
asleep
Was I
on
drooling? Was I snoring? Because I do
I would fall asleep on conference calls, and
both. Oh, oh no!
it's a wonder that I remained employed as long as I did. Thinking about it,
It's
but
funny.
as long as I could, I suppose, as long as I could write requirements documents, I guess I was good. But
Or
uh, anyway, so I think that yeah, I've been on for about 45 minutes, and I think I'm
we'll
gonna
take
just
off
just
because
call it a
Kim will be
day, and
on in
then
a little while, won't she, Kim
they
and
will.
Ginger?
Yep, at Affordably Crafty's
That's one of my
channel.
favorites. And Reggie's, I love Reggie's Yarniversity. Oh my gosh, have I learned
Mm-hmm.
so much and have a good
Exactly.
time.
Exactly. So everybody should go over to Affordably Crafty at 8 o'clock and join that live stream. I might be snoring at that time.
Bye,
Um,
David. Just wanted to come up and say
Bye
hey to my
bye. I'm
buddy.
really
Love
glad you were
you.
here. Bye
Me
bye.
too. Thank you.
So, and to everybody else in the room, thank you so much for joining. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the standard YouTube crap, and keep coming back. And I'm going to end it now. I'm going to end it all. Ah!